Good afternoon. I am Shirley, CEO of Ordinary Greatness and a life coach with the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise organization. And this afternoon, I wanted to talk to you about number 20 of the 22 things that we can do to get out of our own way. And this is, I'm going to try not to make it too emotional, but it's very near and dear to me. And I hope that you think very hard about your life after this and some of the things that have been taking place in it and some of the things that you've been allowing to get in the way of you living your best life. And number 20 is remembering that we're only here on a 3-day pass. And I think it's one of the best lessons I've learned in being a part. I don't want to say a lesson, but it's one of the things that, that stays in the back of your head all the time for me. When I was going through my training as a life coach, that is one of the lessons that my coach, Derek, taught us. And he's like, remember that you're only here on a 3-day pass. So just think for a minute what that means, what we're wasting our time on. Are we still allowing things in our lives that don't serve us? Are we wasting our time with things that won't even matter? I think that is the toughest thing for us to get through, because when we're in the thick of it, when shit hits the fan, it's like it's the end of the world. But will it matter in a week? Will it matter on day 4 if we're only here on a 3-day pass? I did the math. I wrote it down somewhere. I always talk about my mom because she left this planet way, way too soon. And she is the reason that I do this life coaching work and inspirational speaking that I do, because she left at age 39. I think the math was that she was here for 14,235 days on this planet. And I've been here so far 19,345 days. So when you look at that and you do the math, she was 39, I'm 53, and I don't care about my age. I'm sexy. Don't you worry about that. But my point is that what would you do differently starting tomorrow if you knew you only had 3 more days here? Would you be working at that job that you can't stand? Now, I'm not telling you go quit your job. You always have to have a backup plan because you're going to live longer than that. But the point is to live as if that's all you've got, so that you get the very best that your life has to offer you. And again, I can only reflect on my life and my experiences. And people always say to me, Shirley, you do this and you do that. And I even have a brother. He very seldom watches my videos, so it's okay. But I have a brother that all he does is picks on me. And he's my big brother, so I guess that's his job, keep me on my toes. But, you're doing this and it must be nice. And you're damn right it's nice, because I lived longer than my mother. And I know that, no parent wants to see their child pass, but we're all going to die. My mom didn't get a chance to see me grow up, to see my daughter become a mom too. So she has great-grand that she didn't even get a chance to see, and they're going to be next month 11 and 4. And I just believe that if someone guaranteed her, that she was going to have those children or those grandchildren, maybe she would have fought more. If someone told her, you're not going to be here tomorrow, maybe she would have taken better care of her health and less care of everyone else around her. I don't know, what makes us do what we do. Everyone ticks differently. But I know, and I tell my kids this all the time, and you might think of it as morbid, but, it's my life and I live it. I tell my kids all the time that I'm late for most things. So at my funeral, when it's my time, when I've had my life lived to the nth degree, I want to be rolled in late, because I'm always late. I want people to remember me as I lived, right on the edge. The next thing is that I told them my tombstone should say that Mommy lived every nook and cranny of her life, because I truly, truly tried to, as much as life would have it. And I don't take life for granted anymore. Ever. Once I realized, wow, my mom was gone, and, life happened and she was gone, and you just think, oh, that's what happened. No, it doesn't happen for everybody. It does happen to a lot of people. And there are many people who grew up without a mother. And most of us you'll meet, at the shrink's office. No, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying. So this gives us so many things to think about. what would you do differently? How would you choose to let certain things go that no longer serve you? You only have 3 days to decide how you're going to live this life and get everything out of it each day. So would we start dragging around like we're doing now, and then, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, and oh, we'll do it tomorrow? I challenge you to kickstart your life tomorrow and say, I'm only here on a 3-day pass. What would you do differently? Who would you call to party with? Would you party at all? Would you go for 3 days and try a new job that you always wanted to do? Would you start that business and pass it on to someone if you had to leave this planet? Just food for thought. So number 20 is to remember that we are here only on a 3-day pass. I'm Shirley Felder, CEO of Ordinary Greatness and a life coach with a healthy, wealthy, and wise organization.